Hi there, this is Julio Holland. I'm here today to tell you more about OKRs, or Objectives and Key Results. This is a collaborative planning tool used for teams and individuals to set these challenging goals that are backed by measurable results. You know, they were invented originally by Andy Grove at Intel and then perfected by Google from 1999. So the framework is based on these objectives and key results. So an objective is actually something that you hope to accomplish in the future, and that you can write in a way that you can easily tell if that has been reached or not. So for that, you write also a bunch of key results. So a key result is a measurable expression of the success of the progress towards that objective, you know. So each key result, each KR is kind of a metric. So you have a clear way to know if that has been accomplished or not. And this is very important for most data-driven organizations and very used now for organizations that want to have more clarity on what's going on. So each OKR is an agreement, right? So it's very important to have a clearly defined time frame on when this is going to happen, you know, and it's usually used for a quarter or more, maybe a year or a semester. So, and it's very important that each OKR is always like, each O is always paired with a bunch of key Rs, usually 2 to 5 key Rs. So you don't use them separately. You don't only use objectives and key results. You won't always use them coupled. And you have to define them before doing what you intend to do. You don't use them to, you know, to describe your success of some other time. So this is an agreement for something that is supposed to be done in the future, right? And when you're writing the objectives, you can choose to use committed or aspirational objectives. So the aspirational objectives are my best preference because they are usually called moonshots. You know, that's something that you aspire to get, and so it's okay to aim high and maybe complete something less, and so um, you can recognize when a success is a brilliant success. So it's best to have aspirational objectives. And you usually define OKRs for teams or circles or maybe projects, but it doesn't work so well for individuals, in my opinion, right? Some people use that for individuals as also, but I tend to like it better for teams because it gives the clarity for the whole team on where to aim, what to do. And usually when they are for a team, each key result is a metric, right? So you usually define someone that is reporting that metric for the team. So someone will bring that information on every meeting, right? So it's or when you have the metrics coming from an automated source like a dashboard or something, it's even better. But if you don't have that, you have to assign someone in the team to bring this kind of information, right? And another thing that I think it's not a very good idea is to tie OKRs to directly to bonuses or compensations, because you know it drives the extrinsic motivation and leads to all kinds of reward-driven mentality and comparisons and unhealthy competition. So you usually have OKRs as a guiding force, as a purpose-driven tool to help teams and people and to see where we're going. So it's a very good tool for clarity in terms of organizational structure. So let me give you an example. I'm going to share my screen now. Here's here's a spreadsheet that I built. with some OKRs. And this is all sample data. This is not, it hasn't been discussed with anyone. So this is just a bunch of words that I typed in. So it doesn't, actually doesn't relate to any real projects. So, but then you have this, I have three objectives here for the maybe the movement building circle on seeds. And these are the objectives on bold and large font. And for each objective, you have two or three key results. So, and then you have someone that's the informer of that data, right? So for instance, this one, have a thriving community on seeds, right? So the first key result is reach 1,000 residents on seeds, right? So maybe today we have, I don't know, 238. This, as I said, this is all sample data. It doesn't make sense. This is just something that I brought out of my mind. So, and then each week, when you're doing the movement building circle meeting, we can review this data and we can increase this here on the spreadsheet. And there's also a spark line here showing on how this is growing and how much close to the score to the target we're getting based on the numbers that are growing in this case. And so this score for each KR gives the actual score for the objective. So in the end, at the end of the quarter, you can, just take an average of the key results and see how much of the objective has been accomplished or not. So this is just a sample. Usually you write the key results as a number or a percentage. So it's usually something like increase, reduce, gather, grow, or expand, or there are usually words related to numbers or quantities, right? And the objectives can be aspirational, like this: have a thriving community, or engage and activate the community. So this is something that inspire people to actually get the numbers to grow or to diminish, depending on the key results. So this is basically it. I'm going to share this template for whoever wants it. And I really think that each circle or each project can start using these tools, and it's going to help having more clarity on many organizations, especially that wants to have data-driven mindsets. So thank you for watching. That's it for now. Stay tuned for more.